Where is your leader?
Oh, the Captain Paul Watson?
Yes.
He's in France right now.
Is it true that he's wanted for murder in Costa Rica?
Well, I don't think he would have entered France as freely as he did if he was wanted for murder.
Why doesn't he come to the Paris himself?
Well,
because he knows if he was taken by the Paris police, we would send him to Costa Rica.
Well, this is not true.
We'd hang the bastard.
Oh, okay, that was a constructive comment.
And you have no business in the Faroe Islands, okay. I can tell you.
All right.
And next year, not coming back.
Yeah. Well, we got some of that kind of reaction.
Go to France, your own country, and see how they produce pâté de foie gras.
Yeah, it is disgusting, I agree. Do you want to come to France and fight against that?
Tell us what they do to the geese over there.
Okay.
They live in pain for months.
Okay.
You have no business in our islands. Okay. You are...
Well, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it, but we have the right to be here.
You're not coming into this country.
Okay, you kick us out.
You are not activists, you are terrorists.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Fuck you.
Thank you. I don't think you're doing you're not doing any good to you.
You have no right to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
You can send it. Yeah.
Any other questions? You have a question?
I don't have a question, but I'm personally a vegetarian. And I don't think the grain hunt is necessary today because we have so many alternatives. But I also respect enormously the Faroese culture. This is my home, these are my people, I've made it that. And it hurts me a great deal to see a lot of the manipulation sometimes that happens in the media, and particularly through Paul's pen. And I'd like to give two very concrete examples. And I really think Greenpeace must, or Sea Shepherd must really look at their strategy. One is Paul, in one of his commentaries, he gave a description of the whale hunt in the Faroe Islands. And when I read the description, I said, that is not the whale hunt I know, I've seen it. And I googled the first few sentences, and I came on the original source. The source was taken from a book about whaling in the Faroe Islands in English. And there was a chapter about old whaling methods. The descriptions he used, one was from the 1600, one was from 1800, and the other was from 1943. None of them describe the Faroese whale hunt today. And I would suggest that everybody in Sea Shepherd go out onto a page called Whaling on the Faroe Islands on Wikipedia, because it gives a very, very good description of the whaling hunt today. Lances were removed in the 1980s. 3 years ago, the whalers produced a knife which cuts the spinal cord before the big knife cut is performed, which causes the bleeding. It's a very different description, and I would appeal to Sea Shepherd to use the truth. Another example I can give, Paul is maintaining that the Faroese are exporting whale meat to Norway and to Japan. And I also corrected him on this. My question is, how do you run a business when you never know when your whales are going to come in, you never know how many you're going to produce, and you've got no way of canning them and processing them and packing them? And how would you maintain a market for export? And if the Faroese are exporting their whale meat to Norway and to Japan, why are they importing whale meat from Norway? These are very serious manipulations of facts in my view, and for that, because I respect many aspects of Sea Shepherd, but for things like that, I think really Sea Shepherd is alienating itself from people that might be sympathetic. And I think if you're going to argue against the whale hunt, do so, but do so honestly and do so with full and well-informed facts. That's just what I like to say.
What I can say is that we've never pretended that there is a business with the Greens. I don't think that's truth, and I think that the truth suffices. We don't need to arrange anything to argument on the reason why we are here. I think, well, if you've heard something that I said here that is wrong, then please let me know, and I'm happy to correct it. But I wish Paul was here to answer those questions. I just cannot answer for him. I'm answering for myself, and all I can say is that we always try to stick to the truth, because I think that the truth is enough, and I think that's what makes also our engagement stronger. We have no need for manipulation. Sometimes there might be some mistakes that come from wrong information that happened in the past. I also know that many things that Paul has said have been either twisted or taken out of context, and there is a clear demonization of Paul here and in other countries where he's been fighting. He's not that he's not the person that the terrorist people think he is, although I can understand also why sometimes his message goes out the wrong way over here, but he's not that manipulative. It's just most of the time, really, it's either, well, genuine mistakes or things taken out of context. We have no way of manipulating the truth, for the simple reason that we don't need to. I don't need to. Alright, thank you everyone.